Hi. It's Friday. Why not? And I could maybe play a little bit of FTL. So here I am. Hi, welcome in. How is everybody's Friday doing? We do have a puppy cat lurking around, although she hasn't picked a place to settle yet. She was on my lap. Woo. She has just gone to do her business in the bathroom. Can I get you on camera when you're doing that somehow? Not easily. But a tail visible, maybe. Hey, so good news. Hey, Stardrop, how you doing? Is your meeting cancelled? And there we go. Okay, fix my ring light. The meeting's on Tuesday. My supervisor misread it. Next week Tuesday, I would hope. Well, welcome in. Let's have a nice, chill, no-brain Friday afternoon. I think that's good. I think, really, you can't expect people to brain on Friday afternoons. Or any afternoons. My favorite kind of Friday afternoon, yes. So I set the game up. Yeah. And of course the FTL intro screen music is playing right now. The FTL intro screen music, copyright 2012 Subset Games, not by anyone else on YouTube who might decide to set up a content ID claim for their own stupid rap backing track that the YouTube content ID algorithm, I guess, has identified a couple of notes that are familiar, like similar with the FTL main title screen music. So if this thing gets muted again when I upload the VOD, I am going to be salty, and I'm already salty because I got a rejection from the job I was interviewing on Monday. So we'll see how that goes. Technically Friday afternoon. The best kind of Friday afternoon, yes. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it sucks. I nearly posted a hot take on LinkedIn about it, and then thought better of it. I might still post my hot take on the Mastodons and the Tweeters. But basically, you know, they'd asked me tell me about a time when you were doing microservice architecture scaling solutions. And so obviously I came up with a tale from my experience that was tangentially related to microservices and scaling, but did not necessarily fit their ideal narrative of, like, we're looking to hire someone who has had our exact problems at our exact company and somehow hasn't worked for our company yet. That's who we're looking for. And, you know, like, this question is nice on paper. It's like, oh, just tell me a story about your experience. But in practice, it's a trap. It might not be a malicious, like, intention on behalf of the recruiters, but it's still a trap. Because this story of yours is going to get filtered through HR, filtered into a spreadsheet. Puppy's going toilet again. You just went. And yeah, like, your narrative that you came up with might be real world experience and might, you know, ensure that if you're paying attention, yes, Neko does have experience with some microservices and what have you. But the candidate that bullshits some story that seems to tick all the boxes is going to be sorted to the top of the pile. Whereas a story that's, you know, legit, but not exactly perfect for this imaginary scenario we're dreaming up, is not. So you're really prioritizing hiring people who are good at bullshitting that kind of thing. Were you meant to know their exact problems ahead of time? Not really, no. And the questions are pretty vague. Like, again, on paper, I'm not averse to this type of question. Like, hey, tell me a story, you know? Let's just chat about your work experience. But if that then gets turned into a set of checkboxes to check out, then it's a problem. Alright, rant over, ring on, new game. I already know what I'm calling this spaceship. Oh. Ring on, I said. Ring on. The problem is, of course, that the poop opticon automatically makes my ring go idle after it's finished. Really, I should have scripted it up so it applies a layer on top of whatever the current effect is, but I'm lazy. Maybe you should have been psychic, James. Have you tried being psychic? Yeah. Yeah, I've tried that. Humans are very noisy thinkers. I wouldn't recommend it. They're just thinking and thinking and thinking all the time. Mr. Thistledown, would you like to be part of the crew? Do you have preferences? Are we bringing your cousin Dropstar on board instead? And these two can be left open, so we'll do that whenever people show up. I was playing a little bit offline, didn't manage to unlock anything. Entirely you. It's nice to at least have a puppycat on camera, even if it's just like that tiny corner hiding behind the pedestal there. Well, entirely your internet pseudonym. Your Stardrop Thistledown isn't your legal name? I thought Twitch required everyone to put their legal names in for their usernames now. I don't usually tell you people this, but Stardrop Thistledown is not in fact my real name. Gasp! And reported. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Tip. Sound. Go into the options menu to turn on or off the sound effects and music. Alright, so pretty standard fare. We're doing that. Jump to the next sector. There's a distress beacon. Someone might need help. Don't report me. You keep anticipating what I'm typing before it appears in the stream chat display. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Well, we don't have an Engi crew member, so we don't have the good option here. Or an ion cannon, or whatever. We can just shoot at it. You fire a few volleys from a distance, and it's clear the defense system is no match for your weapons. However, the station does not seem happy with your solution. You salvage what you can and jump before there's trouble. Maybe you have tried being psychic. Again, it's not what it's cracked up to be. I wouldn't recommend. A puppy. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, it is impossible to tell what is inside. Attack it. We want the scrap anyway. Okay, it's got a combat drone and an ion cannon. So this is a threat. Let's try and disable its weapons. take out its shields. Are you the sort of psychic who pours untold liquids into a flask for somebody to drink unquestioningly? Or the type that does tarot but with floating cards? I'm the autistic savant who huddles in the corner holding their head and just mumbling, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh wait, you've never done Ultima 6 character creation, so no flask, right. I'm the type that has to answer questions about bullies stealing my sweet roll. Station is a storage site for various resources. You salvage everything possible. We've got a combat drone Mark II. Now all we need is a drone system. Got 56 scrap too. So let's upgrade our shields. Even if we can't run them at full capacity yet, that'll be good. What is a sweet roll? It sounds like a strange euphemism. It's become kind of a meme for Elder Scrolls games character creation, to include a question about someone stealing your sweet roll. I guess it's just like bread with icing and stuff on it. Some sugary bread treat. A mantis female comes on the vid screen. The females don't make it to authority unless they're particularly vicious. You power the weapons. Alright, no teleporter, but they do have missiles. I love with bread with icing and stuff on it. Screw cake. Well, cake is still good. But yeah, icing. Icing is nice. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. So my plan for today was really just play some of this in the afternoon. Just chill out on stream for a bit. I will probably go offline before 5. Or maybe if we make it to 5 o'clock, we'll do Poppy's dinner on stream and then call it. I really ought to spend some time, like, maybe in the Discord, maybe on Twitch, stream some programming. Like, extremely chill programming, because I need to study for theoretical interviews and shit, and build up my portfolio and what have you. Because, you know, that's at least some way I can find some scrap of motivation to actually do that shit. Cake is good, but there is lots of cakes where I think people are just trying to do too much. I'm a big sponge fan. Mud cake, absolutely not. Terrible texture. I like cheesecake. A nice cheesecake with some blueberry swirl on the top, yes. Okay, so there's a store there. We can do a bit of a zigzag route before we hit it. And then maybe go down that way towards the exit. Maybe you could bring your strum duck to the interview. Well, I have actually ported the code for it over to my public, using my real name, GitHub. So that's part of my portfolio now. I did do a search and replace for the word dick and change it to deck for the purposes of looking professional, because gods, oh, you gotta be professional. Just in case anyone does poke around though. And yeah, some of my other ESP projects, I wanna put them up there. Yes. I kind of want to build, right? Like, I haven't really done much with this. I've got a prototype that is too bulky to use. But I kind of want to build some sort of visualizer for my voice. Like, no, I don't have a convenient way to plug it in and power it up and put it on camera right now. But, you know, like, lights that flash when I'm speaking but are off when I'm not speaking. And incorporate that into my face mask as a way to be a bit more assistive for, like, people knowing that it's me speaking and listening to my voice. Because you lose a little bit of that when you can't read someone's lips, even if you have full hearing. And if you're hard of hearing, then it's extra useful at least. And also, you know, it's a cool project I could incorporate and show off to people. But yeah, at the moment it's too bulky to actually set up. I need to find a way to power it. I might end up making a custom PCB for it, but at the moment I need to figure out what that needs to look like. Let's change it to penis. It's a much more professional term. That's true. It's anatomy. It's an anatomy term. It's just biology. What are people so up in arms about? Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into attack. Alright, they have a beam drone and missiles. Boo. If we... No, we've got to keep all of our power where it is at the moment, really. We should be safe from the beam drone. We just need to take out their missiles. And dodge it. Dodge this one. Yeah. Alright, now how about their shields? I was doing a run off stream where the game gifted me, basically, 2 halberd beams and a fire beam. And it was glorious, but I never managed to get enough scrap to actually upgrade my systems to be able to use them all at once. It was a bit mean, really. With the pirate ship destroyed, your ship's system is restored to full functionality. You salvage what you can from the debris. Speaking of upgrades... Oh, but we were looking for this... Yeah, we're gonna go to the store. See what they've got. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They're powering up their FTL. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the rest of your fleet of your position. Stardrop, just not like calling you out on it or anything, but I usually wait for people to speak before greeting them, because I don't want, I don't want lurkers to be called out for lurking. Like, we're very lurk friendly here. Yeah, it's just, it's easier to do because you want to say hi to people. I get it. All good. Let's just destroy well, okay, not aliens. I mean, they're humans, so let's destroy rebel fleets. We need to stop them from jumping away, though, so how about we do that and that? Ooh, they've got big heavy lasers. Ow! Have another rocket. Oh great, they've put their... Okay, let's leave that room. You're dying. And then, like, open all of these doors to put the fire out. You can have some health. And since we don't have an oxygen system or engines at the moment, we may as well have 2 bubbles of shield. There we go. We dealt with the ship. Now we need to deal with our own ship. Their ship breaks apart, and you are relieved to know that you are still one step ahead of the fleet. We need to fix the oxygen? We need to fix the oxygen. So one trick I've learned that you can do is open up all the inner doors except the one that's currently devoid of oxygen. And that will equalize the oxygen a bit, so it's no longer like at 0. Giving your crew time enough to repair it, hopefully, perhaps. Why not? Come on, repair it. We need oxygen. There we go. Power it up. Do you have to be the man in this, or can you be different factions? Despite watching you play this for several weeks, I'm still very fuzzy on how the game works. Well, if we'd managed to unlock more ships, maybe, I guess, we'd get a better handle on it. We're part of the Federation, and, you know, our ship carries vital information that we need to pass on to the Federation, because the Rebel fleet has, like, a super weapon they're building. And we're fleeing... Oh, hang on, right, we need to repair the engines. We're fleeing the Rebel advance through each sector. The starting ship you get is always full of humans, but, you know, you can ultimately play as a bunch of other alien vessels, which they're also part of the Federation. Federation is the multicultural one. But yeah, like, we were part of the Federation and part of the official government of the galaxy, I guess, until this rebellion happened. I want to be a rebel and stick it to the man. That's what Luke Skywalker could do. Well, in this case, the rebels are all humans. The rebels look and feel a lot more like the Imperials from the Star Wars. Because they're all humans, all a bit space racist. Busy conquering the galaxy. Are the rebels the outright? They certainly feel like it. Where's... Oh, right, we need engines. Engine power. I mean, they're moving towards the right. Make Andromeda great again. No. Right, I'll go to the store next. Just to see what they've got on offer, but we may have to repair instead of actually buying nice things. The space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Ooh, they've got my favorite, but it's too expensive. We can't quite buy a drone control. Because we do have Combat Drone Mark II. I mean, we've got a drone recovery arm, but we can't use that. No, it's not super amazing as far as stores go, I guess. We're probably better off just fixing up our hull a bit. And then spending the money on upgrading our power and our engines. Getting 2 bubbles of shield. 2 bubbles of shield is phenomenal in the early sectors. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed. No. Alright, combat drone, more rockets. Shoot them in the weapon systems, please. We don't like missiles being fired at us. One of these days I'm gonna do a proper, like, dodge tank build. No, not in my weapon systems. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Not on my watch. Although we can probably just destroy it at this point. Ah. Damn it, it got away. Like, we missed one laser shot, and it was not good. Off stream, I've also been playing a little bit of UFO, Enemy Unknown, but using the OpenXCom this time, because it's got those nice quality of life improvements. Just, you know, derping around, building up a little base. I don't know if I want to do another, like, 30 stream UFO playthrough, but maybe. Yeah, too many good games to play. We have no scrap. Yeah, because they jumped away from us. Let's just, like, mosey on towards the exit. Federation sympathizers contact you as you arrive. We know your mission should be secret, so don't ask how we know about it. Take this schematic. It's all we can do to help. Combat Drone Mark 1. Cool. All these drones we can't use. Oh, there's another store. Let's see if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, are UFO and XCOM related? My brother had UFO Enemy Known when I was a kid, and occasionally I see XCOM and think, it's UFO, and then realize it isn't. It is. UFO Enemy Unknown was the original name for it in the European release. It got changed to XCOM UFO Defense for the American release, and subsequently, like the sequel, XCOM Terror from the Deep, they just used the XCOM name from then on. I like calling it UFO because that's what I grew up with. Nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty. A rudimentary automated planetary defense system is looping its message into space. Warning! Quarantine level 5 in effect under FHA Act 22, Article 11.2. Warning! Quarantine level 5. See if the store has anything for us. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. Ooh, halberd beam. Hull laser, which I'm warming up to. Even burst laser Mark 1. I mean, it's like an extra 2 shots. Makes sense. Have you ever played Shadowlands? No, I don't think so. Is it another turn-based combat kind of thing? We could sell these combat drones, since we're not using drones anyway. But I'd have to do maths to figure out if that's enough to then buy a halberd beam. Fuck that, I'm opening up a ripple. What about Shadowcaster? Also no. No, it's not ringing a bell. So 9 plus 37 plus 25. 71. We have just enough. Buy my favorite weapon. Well, one of my favorites. And maybe fix some of our hull? Yay. So we can't really use that yet, but we'll upgrade our weapons and then it'll be good. A distress beacon. Someone might need help. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Telecaster is a nifty first-person game from 1993 where you learn to shapeshift. Oh, cool. So we could send our crew in a shuttle to help put out the fire. Or we could dock and try to rescue the survivors. We don't have any blue options for this. And this one, you can sometimes lose crew or take damage. Risky, unrelated to Shadowland. Oh, totally unrelated to Shadowlands. This is all stream of consciousness, right. Shadow something. Shadowcaster, Shadowlands, Thief, Deadly Shadows. Yeah. So yeah, let's send our crew in a shuttle. Who knows? Nope. That was bad. You send your crew into the station. Unfortunately, as soon as they enter, the fire breaches the station's fuel cell containment. You quickly try to dock and retrieve your crew, but not before an unfortunate soul is lost to the inferno. Shirai is gone. It's fine, they weren't named after chat anyway. But now we don't have anyone on the engine systems. Hey, maybe this run will be the run where we recruit one of each alien type. Thief, the Metal Age, the Incredible Machine. Yes. Actually, a Thief, Metal Age, Incredible Machine might be a really cool tie-in. Pity that never happened. I do want to get into all of the Looking Glass games, probably next after we finish Oni. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Omega, yes, please do, yes. Love the Looking Glass games. As you arrive in the system, you are hailed by a loyalist settlement. Upon learning of your quest, they offer you supplies. Could you offer more? I mean, how loyalist are you, really? 14 scrap, 1 missile, 1 drone. Wow, I'm not the only one who pronounced Omega. Omega, yeah. Or sometimes, 0 milligrams. Yeah, I don't usually pronounce it OMG. It's its own words now, like LOL. Nobody sells LOL, unless they're doing it ironically. Let's go to the Engi-controlled world. You've arrived in Engi space. The Mantis have been threatening the Engi core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. It's full of stars. Oh, it's full of stars. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here, or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. Screw you, guy. They've got teleporting bombs, so let's try and take out their shields, and... yeah. I found his cold body in a chair, his head lolling. Lol, it went. Ruffle mouth. Okay, it's just an ion bomb, but that isn't great if they're taking out our oxygen and things. Come on, one more shot. Let's take out their oxygen, see how they like it. Okay, they've taken out our helm. They're shooting our engines. This is fine. Alright, we got rid of them. Now we just got to endure this sun solar flare. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Kara, can you go repair the engines, please? Okay, that's good. That's just that room we can evacuate. Oh, and of course the helm, yes. Stardrop, put out the fire, then repair the helm, yes. And maybe get yourself to the med bay. Okay, we just got to endure another solar flare. It's fine, it's fine. That room was already evacuated. We'll just dump the oxygen. Go heal up. I really want to play Elite Dangerous again. But I got to repair my Steam controller or think of something to do for that. Because I don't like playing it without my familiar controls. Let's jump out of here before it explodes again. Don't think a helm is going to be enough to protect us in space. It's fine, just put these goggles on. They'll protect you from the space air. The Rebel fighter here would seem to suggest elements of the Rebel fleet are already making incursions on Engi space. You move to engage. Oh, actually, this one's just got a laser. Looks like a Mark 1. And a halberd beam. As long as we keep our shields up, we might be good. Helya, welcome in. Coffee and Helya arrive. We do have one free slot, Helya, if you would like to be working on the weapons systems here. I feel like there are probably loads of retro games I would love but have never played, and for some reason I don't. Yeah, it's you know, it's a bit of a activation energy required, you know, like it's not just quite turnkey to pick up and play. You actually need to find it, install it. Sometimes these games are old enough that, you know, you need a manual. You need to read the manual to find out how to play them. Remember that? So no, yeah, I get it. You need to have a bit of energy to, like, start playing. But once you get into them, then it's all good. I also have a cat as a bonus. Ooh, kitty. Me on weapons. That is a brilliant idea. I can't rename while we're in combat, so we'll do that as soon as we dispatch these dastardly rebels. But it looks like we could actually kind of sit here for a bit and get some skill ups. Playing Heroine's Quest was amazing because it was new, but it had the spirit of Quest for Glory. Oh, nice. You know, if you want spirit of retro adventure gaming but modern, I highly recommend The Crimson Diamond by Maple Mystery. I haven't finished it myself. Like, we played it once on stream, but then I haven't really got back into it, and I should, because it's great. It's a text parser adventure game. Maybe we should not be giving Helya weapons. No, let's give Helya more weapons. You've made your point, we are beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame. No. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. That's what we want. We want useful scrap. Alright, Helia is on weapons. Yes, they can fight without having the proper name. They're still the spirit of Helia. So we have 60 scrap. There is a store nearby. We should check them out. But it would also be nice to upgrade our weapon systems so we can use this halberd beam. Yes. There's 2 stores nearby. Man, the game loves to drop stores on me when I don't have a lot of cash handy. What we could do, if we're quick about it, is we could go here, then here, then here. Unlimited power! How are you doing, Helia? I am kind of meh, but it's a Friday afternoon, we can play some FTL, why not? There is a single ship at this beacon. They hail you. We could really use some help. Our FTL navigation system is shot. Can you help us get to a nearby station where they can patch us up? Yeah, sure. Great. Take this bit of fuel as down payment. We'll be one step behind you, following your jump signatures. Don't want to take any risks now, do we? Added a quest marker to your map. Okay, just woke up. It's 6:40 AM. Ooh. Thinking I have a meeting and then not having a meeting makes it hard to work. Or maybe Fridays makes it hard to work. Or maybe an Echo Stream makes it hard to work. All of these things can be true. But I definitely agree with your first point, where you get into the meeting mindset, and you're ready to do the meeting, and now, ha! Just kidding. You know, like they've denied you that release, and now you're not able to do the regular work because you kind of unloaded it from your brain. With all these things working against me, can anyone blame me for not working? No. No, it's Friday afternoon. I would just chill, take it easy. Watch a stream on twitch.tv, why not? So where do they want us to go? They want us to go all the way over here. And that's fine, we can do that, but we'll go shopping first. Not even once. The Engi can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The Engi hive at this beacon are selling equipment for just that. Ooh, we could hire someone. We are low on crew. We could get a pipe beam. Or hull laser. But no, we're low on crew. Ooh, it's really tempting to get a Zoltan crew member because I don't see them very often for hire. But having an Engi crew member opens up so many blue dialogue choices. And then let's patch up the hull a little bit more, please. Thank you. Can I sell anything? No. Weapons, yes. But we kind of need to upgrade the weapon system here, Helia. So it's only got 3 dots in it, which means of all of these lovely weapons, we can only have burst laser and the missiles, or the halberd beam. And the halberd beam is lovely because it does 2 damage per room, which we'll get through 1 bubble of shields. So you could, in this early stage of the game, use it like that. Like, the problem is that when the enemy ships start having 2 bubbles of shield, then we've got to use this weapon or the missiles to take it down. Captain, we need more energy for the weapons. We certainly do. What's a Zoltan? I think that was the name of one of the traveling people in Ultima. Actually, you know what? That does ring a bell. But yeah, the Zoltan are these energy beings. They're the ones with the ships that have that extra green shield. And they're kind of funny because they're energy beings, if they're inside a room with a system in it that can be powered, they can supply 1 unit of power. but in practice I find that the extra juggling around of the system's power is a nuisance. Also, they do a little explosion when they die. Jumping. I mean, we kind of have to go to the store. We have no scrap left, though. Zoltan will be forever the warrior my friend played in our TTRPG in 2005 for me. Cool. I wonder if it's a reference to something, like the people making FTL chose the name Zoltan as a reference to something else. An Engi ship hails. Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. So here's some things we can't afford. I do a little explosion when I die too, but only if somebody has surgically planted an explosive in me. It doesn't happen often, but you know, supervillains. Yeah. In his case, it was probably a reference to Ultima. Could be. A mercenary hails you. Greetings, friend. We've heard tell of your quest and are here to offer our valuable services. We have no need of your services because we can't afford it. And I'm not sure I want to fight you. Let's just keep jumping. The complex arrangements of ship hulls and FTL drive capacitors floating abandoned in space suggest the Engi were here not too long ago, but no longer. Distress bacon. A small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. We can give them fuel, I guess. You give them the fuel. Thank the gods! We can finally get out of here. We're jumping straight home, so take this extra weapon. We won't need it, hopefully. Hull Smasher Laser. Smashy smashy. More toys for hell yeah. Type, laser. Shots per charge, 2. Normal damage, 1. Possible effect, breach. Double damage on systemless rooms. I'll do some really important early morning stuff like petting the cat, yes, yes, and reading the newspaper, and getting annoyed at the local news. Now I just sound like the grandpa I feel like, yes. Do whatever you need to, hell yeah. We're here, just in the background, flying spaceships. We can go to our quest marker. How many jumps before we need to get to the exit? About 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go indirectly. I'll try to multitask with those weapons, yes. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Well, I can't afford it. Too bad, you will regret this decision. Alright, Zoltan shields, a heavy laser, ion cannon. We can take them, but we need to take down the Zoltan shield first. We're getting low on FTL fuel as well. It's a bit risky, but we could also try and farm them for... I never sent this Engi to... We could also try and farm them for, you know, skill-ups. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. I don't think so. No, none of that. Missed. Great. Oh, I guess their shields room was on fire. You have made your point. We are beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame. So normally I would not accept surrender, but they might be about to jump. Our laser's about to fire, so we might be able to risk it. Not accept surrender. Yay. More fuel, please. Okay, we got the same-ish amount of fuel. Can we jump? There's another store. So many shops at this beacon, this map. That means if we went to the quest next, we might be rewarded, and then to the store, or maybe just upgrade our systems because they need it. The ship you were escorting thanks you. I don't think we could have made it without your help. Let my friends patch up some of your hull and show you their wares. Ooh, 5 hull points repaired. And another shop. So much shopping. Scrap recovery arm might be fun. Allows the ship to collect 10% more scrap from any source. But we can't really afford it at the moment. Unless we sell... I mean, I kind of like this weapons loadout that we have. We just need to be able to power it all. It's 2, 1, 6. Yeah, that would take the full 8 units of power that we can put into the system to be able to run all of the weapons simultaneously. Let's buy fuel at least, because we're kind of low on that. And then we can have a look at this other store. A message arrives. Your scrap. Ours. Our weapons for you. You're about to raise shields when you realize it's just an Engi's trader looking for a trade. Well, our shields are already raised. Like, why would you not have your shields raised? Buy a pike beam, breach missiles, drones. No, that's fine. I guess a bit more fuel. You don't want to run out of fuel in this game. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Attack! We might be able to tank this one, depending on how many shots that laser has. 1. Yeah, we can tank this. I reckon Poppy might be in the bedroom, enjoying the nice warm bed. I could probably just leave the ship on autopilot here. I'll leave chat in charge, you know. And, potentially we can set up the Poppy cam to have a look at her there. Ugh, I feel like I'm developing a crick in my neck. We'll be right back. You know what to say, a ship on autopilot also always boils. Zannen. She's not in the bedroom. I think she's in her secret hiding. Oh, there you are. Hello. Talking about you. Who are you? Hang out with us, yeah? People like you. People like to see you on stream. And we're not exploded yet. Hooray. Don't you come on my lap? Give me that. Oh, yes. Why don't you come get some bets? Now, if I use hotkeys while the FTL window is focused, it likes to somehow interpret that as actually... There we go. Yes. Nap time. Nap time, yes. Oh, they managed to get a shot in. They disabled our doors. Hell, you go repair the doors. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay. Should we put the heater on? Bar heater. So, Stardrop's now got Gold's piloting, and unknown Engi person is good at weapons, engines. All we need now is for Helya to have some fun with this beam weapon of ours. Kitty, kitty, kitty. You are a kitty. She's a what? She's a kitty. It is the effects of that XKCD comic on proximity to a cat. When were you going to tell us this? I assumed it was just common knowledge. Oh, stay. Puppy, come sit on the lap, get pats. Fine. Hell yeah, destroy their weapons, and shields and engines and everything. I thought she was your landlady. Well, if only, honestly. Could pay the rent in wet packets of food. I need to blow my nose. Mute. Unmute. There's so much stream stuff I want to do. Like, I really want to add some stuff to my stream, like a little mute indicator on my camera when I'm muted. Or I have a Kinect camera from a Xbox 360. I want to try using that as my primary webcam. Like transition scenes and things. Integration with my bot. Too much stuff. Why do I have to look for work instead? You salvage what you can from the broken ship. The station is a storage site for military-grade weapons. You find one that can be easily attached to the ship. Burst laser Mark II. Hot damn! So, this also requires 2 power, and does 3 shots per charge. It's the same as the one we start with. But now we have 2 of them. That's like 6 shots. Pew pew. I might put the whole smasher laser aside and use that and that. Where are we? Woo! Okay, we're very close to this sector getting taken over. But we can upgrade weapons by 1 point. So in theory, if we can scrounge up the energy for it, we can run 2 burst laser Mark IIs. I like that. I like that a lot. Sounds expensive? I assume you were talking to about the lasers. Or wet packets of food? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention for a bit there. Keeping up with chat, and I have 1 brain cell, and Poppy's gone back to her secret hidey hole. One of these days, also related to stream, I want to set up like a little infrared nature documentary camera inside her little hidey hole, so that we can switch to it and be like, and here we see the Poppy Cat in her native environment. A cardboard box inside the cupboard that she thinks I don't know about. Next sector, please. This whole Nebula is Uncharted. Thanks to the high nebula density of the sector, very little of it has been charted, and rumors of what lurks in the depths abound. This whole nebula is Uncharted. It does not, however, slow the advance of the rebel fleet down that much. Did you grow up with cats? I most certainly did, yes, Stardrop. My parents had adopted a cat that was a stray. And in theory she was called Duchess, but everyone just called her Cat. And she was with me when I was just a wee baby. And then we adopted from a shelter another cat called Suki. She grew up to be quite chunky, and I feel bad for like not regulating her diet, but you know, I was still just a kid then. wasn't really in charge, but things. I came to Australia and was kind of without an official cat for a long time, though. There was a neighborhood cat at our place, like when I was living with my parents. Well, my mum and my stepdad. And like when I moved out on my own, of course, you can't really get a cat if you want to also be able to rent a place. So I was just relying on patting a few neighborhood cats and things like that for a while. And then I got Poppy. Poppy was originally my sister's cat. I still think of her as my sister's cat, really. She's my niece. But my sister went on a long extended vacation in 2020, and we all know how that turned out. She didn't return to Australia for a couple of years. You cycle through wideband comm channels as soon as you arrive. Nothing but static. This drone isn't looking for you. Hooray! Perhaps it's scouting ahead for the Rebel expansion, or maybe they're seeking to use this nebula for cover. Regardless, it identifies you as hostile. Oh no! And now she comes back. You have to fight her off because you're keeping Poppy. Begone, sister. Well, on the occasions she's visited, Poppy has been a little bit wary, like, oh no, am I changing owners again? Oh no. I mean, she's not unfriendly, she's just like, what's going on here? Also, I have a human niece now, so that's complicated matters. Oh lord, it's got a combat drone and a beam drone and missiles and an ion cannon. Bloody hell, come on, we need to shoot this now. Take out drones, take out missiles. Pew pew, pew pew now. Quickly now. Ooh, that's satisfying. Being able to focus 2 targets at once is very nice. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. That is good. We can upgrade engine, well, I think of it as engines, power, reactor power. Where next? How about up here? Oh no, it's one of those nebulas. You jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves into attack. So we only have enough energy to power 1 bubble of shield, a bit of engines, no oxygen, and 1 laser. I think we'll attempt to outrun it. Odds are not in our favor here. Despite your advanced engines, you're unable to shake them. You turn and prepare for a fight. Now, in theory, the enemy AI also has to deal with limited energy being available. Like, you can see these dots at the bottom of the panel show that their weapons and drones aren't powered right now. But I can't help but feel the game does cheat a little bit. It's amazing, I can barely focus on one thing. Yeah, I understand what you feel there. So... okay, they've pulled power out of something, and now they have weapons available. Enemy combat drone. Beam weapon. Okay, we need to take out their weapons, because that beam could wreck our face if it fires. We have 1 point of power available. Let's put it into oxygen, because we kind of need the the oxygen there. In fact, maybe if we ditch our engines, we can power up the missiles. Man, it's deployed another drone. Shields are on fire. Go repair the shields, please. I don't like how its drones are just chewing us up. Okay, we made it. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useless scrap material. Hull repair drone. If we had drones, that would be great. People are wounded slightly, so let's heal up. I hear fire. The door system is on fire. Great. I just want to make silly little microcontroller things and Twitch integrations for a living. I still hear fire. Where's the fire? Stardrop, go to the sensors room. Maybe we can get... Oh, okay. We found the fire. And then everyone just go to the medbay for a hot second. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's vent. Vent all the things. Put the fire out that way. In fact, we don't even know for sure there's not fire in any of these other rooms. So let's just hang out in the medbay. Join the Navy, they said. See the world, they said. Get to see several worlds. Let's just wait for the oxygen system to recover. We could upgrade it, maybe. But I really want to go all in on weapons now that we have so many weapons. Is upgrading... Well, I can't really judge while we're in this nebula. Like, even one more point in weapons would let us do burst laser plus halberd, or burst laser Artemis. Give us some more options. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. Well, we can't purchase the weapon. They're pirates, so we could attack them. And sometimes this encounter, I think, is it's a trap anyway. We'll attack them. Alright, they're gonna try and board us, but... So, how about people just hang out in the med bay in case they board us there? In fact, hell yeah, you could go to the door system and reinforce it. Where are they trying to attack us from? Unnamed Engi, if you could go to the sensor... Oh, we can't tell, okay. Oh, it's in the weapons room. Okay, well, screw that. I want to... Yeah. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Rude of them to try and escape while their boarding party's on board. You have made your point. We are beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame. No. And that's kind of even worse, because they've just teleported their intruder back on board their ship. Their ship that's about to be exploded. Still, it would be good if we could shoot them before their FTL charges. And they've damaged our weapons, but not all of them, so maybe we can fire off a missile if we get the chance. And you could go repair the shields. Come on, stop them from leaving. Enemy FTL delayed, that's good. Probably cancel the missile. Intruders again. What are you doing? The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. And one intruder who is busy trying not to suffocate. Alright, you go there, please. You put out the fire. And, need to repair the things. Alright, we've taken some hull damage, but we're doing okay, I think. Alright, what can we upgrade? Weapons. Yes. Your crew are constantly looking out of the windows, checking for hostiles. They jump at every creak and moan of the ship. The tension is almost palpable. Why is our ship creaking and moaning? Seems suboptimal. It appears that an automated rebel scout was positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. The ship starts to power up its FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Well, we can't have that. Shoot it, and shoot it more. See, the nice thing about having double burst laser 2s instead of a single burst laser 3, you're getting one extra shot, and they're charging up quicker. The ship breaks apart, and you feel relief in the knowledge that you will hopefully still be one step ahead of the fleet. Good work, hell yeah. Go treat yourself to a spa day at the med bay. Where can we go now? Dip outside the nebula? A ship refueling station is stationed at this beacon. We can purchase fuel here. Well, we have very little, but 2 scrap for 1 fuel isn't a bad deal, and we do need it. Thank you for your business. And we can go back into the nebula. Oh lord. You arrive in the middle of a plasma storm. Despite the harsh conditions, a rebel scout seems to be waiting for you. No teleporter. It might have some ion weapons. Oh, fuck, it's got some drones. And we need shields. Never enough power when we've got these ion storm encounters. Enemy ship always seems to have enough power to run everything. Oh, shields are on fire. Someone can do something about that, please. Taking hull damage. This is not great. The day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. No. The laser was already mid-flight. I'm not sure what would happen if I'd said yes. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of super. I hear fire. I think the sensors room is on fire. Oh no, it's that little mid-room. Okay, cool. Let's just dump that into space. Do a little patrol. Maybe heal up, yeah? It would be really useful if we could find a place to repair now. And put power into our engines so we can get out of here. I bet that's a store down there in the bottom right. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from the bacons. I'm going to ignore this ship because we only have... Then again... Oh, hi! Hello. Hang out. And again, we're out of the nebula that's with the plasma storm. I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Attack the pirate. You power up weapons and move to engage. Oh, they've got teleporters. Let's send you to the door room, see if we can reinforce that. Oh good, they're destroying the oxygen system, fine. You know what, you can have it. Wow, really? We're busy playing a game. Yeah? Some treats? If we can get you on camera, give you treats. Move this out of the way. How about this? There you go. Good girl. Alright, what can we do? Weapons are nearly ready to fire, so let's shoot them a lot in their systems. And shoot a rocket at their oxygen, why not? They hail you. We realize our ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. 4 fuel is actually tempting. And we're kind of low on hull. Alright. Why? Well, this is the smuggler. No, I'll accept it. They've teleported their mans back, that's good. It'd be really nice if we could find a store. There's a distress beacon here, someone might need help. Really? You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Leave them alone. Giant alien spiders are no joke. You can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station you come across. You better jump. Giant alien spiders. I'm sleepy. Alright, well, we can jump to the exit. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. I mean, we could check out this one. I bet there's a store down there. I don't think we could get there and back in the time, but we could check it out. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from Bacon's. We did attack last time. We'll jump away if it's too harmful, right? Oh, same configuration. Alright, well let's assume they're going to board us and remove all the oxygen in the ship. Except for the rooms that we're in. And do the same attack combination we did last time. They do have teleporting bombs, which is not great. I don't know where they teleported it to. Ooh. They hail you. We realize your ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. A healing burst bomb. I mean, I feel we could just extort them for a bit of stuff here. Yeah? Less risk. They did have a few lasers cheekily hit our shields, but we're fine. Hi. Is there something you want? Want bickies? Have bickies if you want them. And treats? Gave you some treats. No, more treats. Where there is treats, there is always the possibility of more treats. Oh yes, you're climbing up here. Yeah. One more? Ooh, okay, we're getting a bit excited here. A bit excited. I'll give you one more just because you're cute and I love you. There you go. Save the rest for later, okay? Oh, this neck. I probably will end stream a bit early and just like lie down for a bit. Okay, are we on fire? No. Are we waiting for our oxygen reserves to be replenished? Yes. We could jump down here. And then back up here and then find that the exit beacon is overrun. So that would suck. We're not going to do that. Not going to do that, are we? Yeah. We're going to jump to the next sector and hope there's a store right there. Civilian sector or Slug Home Nebula? I'm kind of sick of nebulas now. Let's go civilians. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels catch you. Also, I guess wait for the oxygen system to patch us up. Hey. Yeah, maybe later. Hmm? You sure you've eaten all your bickies? Probably need a dedicated bickies camera. I mean, if I got one of those automatic feeders, most of them do have cameras in them these days. The trouble is, most of them are also Internet of Things relying on some cloud provider to do anything, and an app to control them and view photos. What I'd want to do is have something that I can just hack on myself and hook the camera feed into the stream here. And, you know, could do an actual, like, Twitch redeem for dispensing biscuits. Wouldn't that be incredible? Yeah? You'd like that. I'll just get up and I'll have a look at the bowl. It's probably full of biscuits. Because you want the treats, don't you? Ordinary biscuits, just. Survive on treat biscuits alone. Do I get the biscuits where you are, or where I am? Sadly, I don't think it works that way. If I was going to be a troll game and hide a store, I would hide it right there. So let's go check out this node. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Devine? Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Well, but it's got a cloak and rockets and a hull laser. But the good news is, once its cloak goes down, we can obliterate it. So let's keep this weapon configuration. I would like to also include a beam, but damage per room hit 2. No, we can do it. We can lose the Artemis and go this. Yeah. But we still have to wait for the bloody enemy ship to uncloak. Right. Take that out first, please. Ooh, it's one of those big missile launchers. I think this actually launches like 2 at once, or it's an extra meaty launcher. Yeah, that did 3 points of damage to our hull. We only have 3 left. Don't move when I move the camera. Oh. Such a little troll. Knows when she's being filmed. Gareth, welcome in. GG. It's not necessarily over yet. We've just got to shoot it before it launches another rocket at us. Like this. Phew. And hey, there's an achievement for going down to 1 hull point and then repairing all the way up. So if we manage to find a situation that's just perfect for that, yeah, then maybe we could do that. Multiple cameras are necessary to capture this kitty on camera. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We have been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. Alright, we have lots of scrap. Wonderful amounts of scrap. But our ship is also basically scrap at this point. No store. Also, if we go around this way to these stars, we can't then jump this big gap We would have to go up and then around to get to the exit. So I guess we'll find out what the distress beacon's all about. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it's just people who need fuel. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board, and its communications seem to be down. Board it and investigate. Oh no. As you investigate the ship, you are attacked by the now cannibalistic crew. Driven mad by the lack of food, they have turned to feeding on each other. As you fight your way off the ship, one of your crew falls to the crazed attackers, and you are forced to leave them behind, or else lose your entire ship. Stardrop is gone. I don't hold with torturing animals. Well, how do you feel about people, Stardrop? I could eat some distress bacon, yeah. Well, Stardrop, join the Navy, they said. See the world, they said. Get eaten by cannibals, they said. Sorry. Get eaten, they said, yeah. Rip. So who wants to be the new pilot? We have an unnamed Engi here. Can be the new pilot. So we've got Helliot on weapons. Distress bacon. Sounds like they stressed the pig out beforehand to change the taste. Yeah, all the cortisol, it's really accentuates the flavour. I do not volunteer as tribute to pilot the spaceship. Noted, Gareth Hughes. Noted. So let's keep jumping and hope we find a store to repair our ship, because we're about to get our ass exploded. I mean, maybe Stardrop got the better option here. You're not gonna be exposed to the vacuum of space, you're just being exposed to the stomach of cannibals. I turned into distressed bacon, yes. Man, I'm hungry now. Let's go up here. We're exposing a bunch more nodes on the graph. Maybe one of them's a store. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move in to attack. Alright, they've got bombs, which is not good, and what looks like a Mark III laser. Also not good. If we could please... Yeah, we'll use burst laser on their shields once the halberd beam is charged, and then we'll be able to do that. We just gotta survive. Just gotta survive and not take 3 points of damage. Wow, yeah. Well said, Poppy. Right. Okay, that was 2 points of system damage, I guess? And our shields. Like, we need the shields. But let's put the fire out first. Shoot them there, take their shields down. We missed. Okay, that's fine. Halberd beam can still do a bit of damage. This is rough. Eep! There we go. We almost had it, but then we exploded. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. Yeah, well, we weren't going to last very much longer without Stardrop at the helm, I think. Folks, thank you for the stream. I think I'm in need of a nap and what have you. But we did pretty well. Let's look at the stats. No new records. Yay, I'm indispensable. Nice, 7 kills. Ah, yeah, that's from a previous incarnation of you, Gareth. Most combat kills. It's like punching people. Sometimes shooting. And general progression. So we got to Sector 8, but we haven't actually beaten the game yet. Oh hey, they've got separate categories for Federation Victory Easy, Federation Victory Normal. So we could just go beat the game on Easy. That might be nice. Get to Sector 5 without firing a shot, using an offensive drone or teleporting. Wow, yeah, pacifism run. I feel like we could do that better with the stealth ship if we unlock that. Get to Sector 5 with no system or reactor upgrades. Also tricky. Get to Sector 5 without repairing at a store. Eeh. Without using missiles or bombs. That feels easier. Oh, but it's Sector 8. But like if we did the Engi ship, which doesn't come with a missile launcher to start with, and it's just drones. Alternatively, Sector 8 without drones, yeah. Sector 8 without buying at a store. Repairs are okay, that's good. Get to Sector 8 without losing a crew member, that's gonna be tricky. But yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this cold, chill Friday afternoon. We are going to go say hi to Pixel Turkey. Pixel Turkey is currently playing a game I'm not sure any of you are really familiar with. Just got here, damn it. Hey, Stiffmatician. Yeah, sorry, I'm very low on spell slots today. So I just figured I'd do an early and kind of chill, relaxed stream. We did a run of FTL. We did stuff. But now I think I want to lie down and maybe a snack. But yeah, Pixel Turkey. It's a game called Doom? I'm not sure, like, I think I played the shareware version of this back in the day. Very, very obscure. Cool little indie studio made this game. They didn't really move on to do anything else. It's a shooter. Yeah. You can shoot things. It's a very cool game. Very technically impressive for such a small studio. Is that like Dune? I guess it might be, yeah. Maybe it's like a prequel. Anyway, like a cross between Dune and Loom? You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's trademark Brian Moriarty trademark? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects, not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and play Loom today.